back in the day doing a headshot session with my blonde hair and my blue eyes, and the photographer was like, Percy, we can't use any of these. I was like, why? He was like, because you look crazy. I was like, I don't understand, because they were expensive contacts. I want to show them off. So every picture was like this.
Damian Pelliccione, you're watching Mic Drop, where pop culture collides with the stories that matter most, and nobody leaves without dropping something real. Today in studio, we have one of my dearest friends.
True friend, true friend.
And you've been on like, oh my God, Queer X, Culture Q.
Do they know how we met?
No, let's get into how we met. Well, hold on, I should say
Did you say my name first of all?
Percy Rustomji.
Percy Rustomji, hi everybody.
Hello.
Clap?
Yeah. That's how excited they are to see you. No, I'm kidding. No, okay, wait, yeah, let's get into this. How did we meet? I don't even remember.
You don't remember?
Oh, I do. You tell the story.
Okay. So I was warming up the crowds for this huge music event, right?
Yep.
Can I say the name of it?
Yeah, Can't Cancel Pride.
Can't Cancel Pride.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, so I'm doing my dances, I'm having fun with the crowd. All of a sudden I hear from the bleachers up top,
yeah.
I'm the CEO of a network. And everybody quiets down and I go, what? And somebody goes, again, I'm the CEO of a network. And I said, sure you are, honey, because everybody in LA is delusional. Sure you are, sweetie. And the king of, yeah, great. And then your entire team had like Revry shirts and said, he is. I said, oh, okay. And then you said, and I want to hire you.
Yeah.
And I dropped everything and I said, look, I already got the check for this job. It's about the next one. And if you don't remember, in this arena, nobody was allowed phones.
Yes,
and I
they
remember
were doing phone lockup. Yeah.
Phone lockup. So I said, how do I give you my information? And I took my cell phone, which I'm controlling the music from, threw it up into the rafters. You were on, caught it,
yes.
Put your number in, threw it back down to me. It hit me in the head first, but that's fine. I have a dent, but that's fine because the checks have been coming ever since.
And we love you. And now you're the executive producer and one of the stars of a new Revry stand-up special, I'm Dead.
Who am I?
I know.
I am so happy, and we freaking did it.
Yes.
I was waiting until today to say the words because we don't know yet how Wednesday and Thursday was going to go.
Yeah.
But now I can say, we did it.
We did it.
We freaking did it.
We
From
did it.
conception to cast to the shoot to where we are now. I am so proud of us.
Talking about it on this 12 fabulous stand-up comics.
So good, so different. Can I say kind of the kind of people that might be on it?
Of course, yeah. No.
I remember pitching you, and I was all, this is not a normal person. This comedian does my show, Percy and Friends, at the Ha Ha Comedy Club every other Wednesday in North Hollywood. $3 off of every ticket. Great plug. Yes, come on. Find me at Percy Rusty, and you will get $3 off of every ticket. It's so much freaking fun. You'll see. But so I have a guy that's doing stand-up as a furry. Representing the full representing the full furry fantasy, this sort of species that's like not well known in the stand-up community at all. And I remember pitching it to you guys and being like, okay, am I going to keep this executive producer title? And you guys were all, oh my goodness, it's so different. I'm so happy.
Well, I am so happy that we got to do that. We get to do more and more projects together.
Please.
But before we talk, because we're going to get into like I'm Dead in a little bit, but I heard that one of your guilty pleasure shows is Housewives.
It sure is.
Okay, can I just say, like, I'm one of those bad gays that have not really watched the show. Can you explain to me, what is the obsession with Housewives?
I still don't know. Okay? I still do not know, but it's my husband's favorite.
Oh, it's Frankie's?
It's Frankie, my beautiful husband's favorite.
We love Frankie.
And what a freaking sweetheart. And he watches it nonstop, and he's a Leo, but he's like a shy Leo.
Opposite of this one.
Like, does not like attention, nobody look at me, I don't want to talk in public, right? No. And so I love how opposites attract, right? And he loves that show, and I'm telling you, he watches it, we watch it together, and he gets a little bitchy after.
Really?
Yeah, so sometimes I'm like, we ain't watching Housewives no more, because it is casting a spell on you. But for some reason, I cannot now stop watching it. I'll be like, did you start the first season without me? He was like, oh, I thought you didn't like it. Well, I do now, okay?
The addiction's begun.
I don't know what happened. It is so fascinating to see white women yelling at each other. I love it. Tear each other down, you know? I don't know what it is, but it is really funny, and it's led to a lot of freaking funny one-liners. So.
Yeah, oh my God. Well, we're gonna ask you some rapid-fire questions to test your knowledge.
Okay, hold on, let me take a sip of this piping hot coffee.
Because I don't know if you're ready for this game. Okay, but this is like the first thing that comes to mind, right? So don't worry, it's not that serious.
Okay, I'm not gonna get no trouble or anything, right? Okay.
Best franchise of Housewives?
Atlanta, #1. Nobody can tell me any different.
Worst franchise of Housewives.
Not gonna do it. Not saying it. Not saying it. Not gonna do it.
Who's your favorite housewife?
Nene Leakes from Housewives of Atlanta.
Hello.
I mean, the one-liners, just the reactions to everything. And when she gets mad, she does this thing with her face where she's just like, I always get, and she'll do it like while she's arguing. So anybody on the receiving end, like they're just gonna giggle, you know? And she actually ended, I mean, that is a start. She ended up being on Broadway and having a lead role in a TV show. That shows you that how much she can transcend just, you know, that reality kind of circuit.
Okay.
My favorite.
Who's your least favorite housewife?
Why are you doing this? Anybody that goes up against my girl Nene, okay?
So any of the villains from Atlanta. Here we go. Okay, most overrated housewife.
We're not doing this. We're gonna pick a different.
This is too real for you?
I can't do that. I can't do that. Most overrated. No. Oh no, and I'm saying pass to everything. I'm sorry.
No, but you're not gonna get dragged. You could say it. Everyone has someone that they don't like from the show. Like, who is like someone that you're like, oh, that bitch?
No, I can't do it.
Okay,
I feel so mean. I can't do it. I'm sorry,
You're too
John
loyal.
Mark.
You're such
I'm
a loyal
sorry,
fan.
Abby, yeah.
Okay, best one-liner from Housewives. What's your favorite like line?
When? Guess who I'm gonna talk about? Nene Leakes.
Of course.
When her friends were 3 hours late to her dinner party. Who does that, right? She said, thank you so much for coming to the dinner party. We already ate. What y'all can do is now make a left behind the trash can. Remember now, I may be, she said, okay. She said, remember now, I may live in the Hollywood Hills, but I still know how to get hood. That is my favorite line of all time.
It's your next tattoo.
I may live in the Hollywood Hills, but I still know how to get hood. Oh, I'll never forget it.
Best duo.
From the Housewives, right?
Yep.
I love Kyle Richards and her sister. They were just so hilarious and funny together and always fighting and crying, but then falling in love again.
Yeah.
That to me was my favorite, watching them both on screen.
Okay, last question, and this is kind of like a little bit of a bonus question. If you were on Housewives, who would be your arch nemesis?
Lisa Rinna, only because how fucking fun to try to do anything with her, because she is down to play.
She is
and
the best.
I mean, she would eat me up and it would be.
One of my favorite lines is when she guest judged the finale episode of first season of King of Drag. And this is like, I swear to God, it's like a meme. I'm blown away. That was Lisa Rinna.
Really?
I'm blown away. Like, that's it. That's all she had to do. And I'm like, great, we got our money's worth cut. Lisa Rinna, you're an icon.
I mean, can do everything. It's crazy. From the acting to then the fashion, and now she's huge in the reality world. I mean, chameleon.
Chameleon, absolutely. All right. All right, so I heard that your favorite celebrity is none other than the icon Whoopi Goldberg.
My whole life.
So we have a little game that we like to play on the show called Do You Know Her?
Oh gosh, I don't know if I do. We'll see what happens.
We're gonna test your knowledge of Whoopi Goldberg. Are you ready?
Give it to me.
Okay. What 1990 film earned Whoopi Goldberg an Academy Award?
Ghost.
Correct. What is the name of her character in Sister Act?
Dolores. Van Cartier.
Correct. There's like bonus points there. What is Whoopi Goldberg's birth name?
Oh. I thought it was Whoopi Goldberg. I have no idea.
Karen Elaine Johnson.
Not a Karen, no.
Yeah.
She's okay.
Spelled with a C though, C-A-R-Y-N.
That's fine. Okay.
Whoopi Goldberg is one of the few entertainers to achieve what major award status?
EGOT?
Correct. Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. What was Whoopi Goldberg's breakout film role?
Probably The Color Purple.
Correct.
Okay.
You got 4 out of 5.
Oh shoot! I do know me some Whoopi. Okay. I was 10 years old. I saw Sister Act in theaters.
Yeah.
For my 10th birthday, I've been changed forever. She to me just embodied everything I've always loved and wanted to be. So.
Icon. What's your favorite Whoopi Goldberg film?
#1 of all time, Sister Act.
Sister Act. The first one, not the second one.
First one.
Yeah.
Second one is great. Everybody goes, oh, #2. Oh, the second one, beautiful. #1 hits home. Okay.
Yeah, the OG. All right, so changing gears here, I heard that you have a little story to tell us about getting your car towed.
Gosh.
Let's get into this. What is this story about getting your car towed?
I am so ratchet. How embarrassing. Look, I just kind of come out, right? Got a car. Now I'm going to the clubs. Now I'm kind of experimenting. Like I'm feeling myself. I'm finally out of my parents' house for the night because I still lived at home. And I just remember, so I had to hide my toys and things in the car, right? Because I can't have my mom who snoops through everything as an Indian mother. You remember the homo detective MacGyver? Okay.
That's one of Percy's jokes in his stand-up.
Right.
MacGyver.
She tried to always find out, is he gay? Is he gay? So I would hide things in my car, and I remember I got towed one night. And this was back in the day, 15 years ago. So you basically then get a letter mailed to your house that is handwritten of the items you are allowed to pick up before you can pick up the car if you need them right now.
Yeah.
And I will never forget, so some of them said CDs, loose change, and number 7, I'll never forget, it's on my Facebook because I posted it years later. My parents opened the mail, and number 7, it said, butt plug.
Shut up.
And the nice old mechanic, whoever had to handwrite it, spelled butt plug wrong.
Oh
he wrote
my God.
BUTPLUG, but I remember being like, my mom was like, what the heck is a butt plug? What is this butt plug? And I said, oh, nothing, it's a form of money. You know, that's, and that, that has always kind of been with me. And then now I embrace it. I embrace these funny stories because my family, of course, has come around.
They love you.
And love me, and they walk me down the aisle.
I know.
You know, and they love my husband so much. And but from where we were to now, is just freaking crazy to me.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I would die if my mom found a butt plug of mine. But
she didn't find the butt plug.
no, but I mean on that
Actually,
list.
that's a better story.
Yeah.
So they mail. Never mind. They mail you the items.
Can
They
you
mail
imagine?
you the items that
She
you.
opens the manila envelope, pulls it out. Percy, what is this? No, I know.
It's a coffee stirrer, right? Okay, yeah.
Exactly. Well, we have so much more to talk about with Percy. Stick around right after the break.
Us Indians are hairy, all right? You like this right here? You should see my back, okay? Same volume, all right? My pompadour goes from here to my butthole, okay? Like a freaking lizard or a, what is that thing from Jurassic Park? That Samosasaurus.
Welcome back to Mic Drop. Today in our hot seat is the fabulous Percy Rustomji.
Oh, you pronounced it correctly, my goodness.
I know, I'm terrible. I'm a terrible friend when I was... I'm bad
Two
at...
white names and a G. Rustomji.
Rustomji. So we just shot the fabulous stand-up special, I'm Dead.
Yesterday.
We were working on this for like, oh my God, since January. This is your first time being an executive producer.
And I am telling everybody too. Have you seen me on the set? I'm a monster. EP coming through.
Yeah.
Excuse me, not just talent, EP.
That's right.
What are you wearing? Is that a logo on that? You know, so, I mean.
I know, you were like on it, not just with the audience warm-up, but like even like wrangling the entire team yesterday.
Really, I caught some logos. I was like, come right up. Because, it reflects on me and I wanna come back again. I wanna do this again. I wanna have fun.
Did you have fun?
I had a freaking amazing time. It was work, plan. Agents, this, getting cast. And then I feel like Wednesday was like the explosion.
Yeah. And
the party, the celebration, and all of the hard work just
paid off.
Truly paid off. And
Yeah.
it was really, really a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is one of the first times that you've actually shot a stand-up special for yourself.
It is. It's the first time I've done.
The very first time I've
done one.
So tell us what it was like kind of going into that, preparing for it, and how do you feel now?
I've been busy just being married and just going through all the other things in our home, the remodel we're doing and all that kind of stuff. It decided all to come in 1 month, so it's been so much. So I was like, am I even preparing enough? And I was like, this is me. My husband was like, Revry loves you. You love Revry. They've got your back.
Yeah.
Do the classics. Do what they love, what you love, and what everybody loves about you. So I said, you're right. So in that kind of sense, there kind of was no preparing.
Yeah.
I just knew I'm doing this story. I'm doing the mom story. I'm doing the flags story. I'm doing, every single thing, that I've done that made people love me because.
The vitamin E story.
Oh my God! I overdosed on vitamin E. Because I got nervous once. Yeah.
But you're gonna have to watch I'm Dead to actually hear the entire joke.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
It's an 8-minute story.
Yeah.
Not just punchlines, ebbs and flows, beginning, middle, end, and then a beautiful finish. And oh my gosh, so truly, I wasn't nervous because I didn't have to prepare because these stories are all inside me.
Yeah.
And it was just truly fun. And I think because we were so busy in my personal life, maybe that's for the best. So I wasn't over freaking thinking. The second I hit that stage, it was hot. The people were happy to be there. And you can hear Damian's laugh a mile away.
It's
ha, ha, ha. And a couple of jokes that maybe don't land as much with the crowd, you can then hear Damian go, ha!
That awkward, like, let me kick off
Let me help a bitch out, okay? Yeah.
Yeah. But you're really great, and obviously you're gonna watch that on Revry. Now, this show's called Mic Drop for a reason. We love to talk about moments in life that you're so proud of, that you felt like completely grounded in, or a memory that you feel like will last forever.
Yeah.
You know, has Percy had, you know, his mic drop moment, or is it yet to happen?
I would hope more would happen.
Yeah.
I'm just so happy kind of now in my life
Yeah.
that whatever I've done is so beautiful, so perfect, and I feel good about it. I'm in this next phase in my life of being like a married man, you know. So hope for more, but the few I've had, I really love. The first thing I ever remember, I've always wanted to make my dad proud.
Yeah.
He's always loved me so much, and he's a funny guy himself.
Yes.
Always the center of attention. You saw him at my wedding.
Oh, he like got up and did an entire song
Bitch
at
did a
your
musical
wedding.
45-minute medley.
The best.
He did a whole medley of songs I never knew. I didn't know he was a singer.
Had everyone crying.
He
I
was
swear to God.
such a freaking sweetheart, right?
Yeah.
So I always wanted to make him proud. And I remember in 8th grade, so this is before I came out, right? So I remember in 8th grade, they chose me to be the host of like a storytelling night. And I remember my dad glowing because he never knew the side of me yet. I had hidden so much of myself because I was just so afraid to be me.
Yeah.
And he was all, Percy, you're just an amazing host. I'm so proud of you. My son the host in America? I'm just so proud. And that was the first time I really felt like, wow. And then I had, from that point on, kind of a swagger in my step, you know, hosting those 8th grade, that storytelling show. The next big time was when I was in Paula Abdul's Las Vegas residency.
Wow.
So she had me, do you know I did this?
Yes.
Yeah, so she had me open for her show,
Yep.
and then Paula had me do sketches in the show and give me my own dance number. And so it was the first time my dad saw me with an arena of 1,000 people and them laughing and loving his gay son.
Yeah.
Because when I came out, you know, my dad was the first one on board. My dad tried to explain it to my mother. He said, there's a lot of flowers in this world. Percy's our little sunflower. You know, he's different, you know, and he called me and he was like, I love you no matter what. And so to him, to see a reception of people embracing his gay Indian son, he came up to me after and he said, you are my comedy superhero.
And that's the best, especially when it's coming from your dad. I had a great dad.
Oh,
You know, the best. And your dad's the best. We love him.
sweetheart.
Stick around, we've got more to talk about with our fabulous guest today, Percy Rustomji.
Ooh!
I do what I want now because I've done some thinking and I am finally 100% happy. And a bitch is married. I was single and celibate for 10 years. Celibate 10 years. 10 years, no sex. You like books? Welcome to Charlotte's Web, okay? He had to be like, where is it? Dang. And after 10 years no sex, it is hard, and I forgot how much and long it takes to get gay hookup ready, okay? Oh my God, I'm exhausted after, okay?
Welcome back, I'm Damian Pelliccione, sitting here with the fabulous Percy Rustomji. We have an incredible photo.
Okay.
of you
Oh, there she is.
that we need to talk about. Is this a former headshot?
This
What
is
that?
yes. At one point, I was proud of this.
Okay.
So you know my story. I'm from Orange County, where everybody white.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, tall, hot, white. Okay. And this is me being like, I'm gonna hide, and I am going to use that white tinted moisturizer, green color contacts. And look, this headshot is when I had this. This is a wig.
That's
blonde.
a wig.
It's a wig.
That's a piece.
It's a big old piece. A surfer swoopy wig with the surfer sort of. That was like in the time.
This is giving like Hollister, like
Hollister.
like literally in your set.
Right? And Abercrombie all in one. And that's the look I was going for. I then switched to blonde and then blue eyes. But this is the only photo I can find.
No way.
And I remember back in the day doing a headshot session with my blonde hair and my blue eyes, and the photographer was like, Percy, we can't use any of these. I was like, why? He was like, because you look crazy. I was like, I don't understand, because they were expensive contacts. I want to show them off. So every picture was like this.
Just a little too big.
And that was me catfishing Orange County. That's all I knew how to do back in the day. And that reminds me
That was before you were on Catfish.
That was before I was on Catfish. I ended up being the guest co-host on MTV's Catfish.
Yeah.
What a freaking full circle moment, right?
What? Seriously. From catfishing Orange County to catfishing MTV.
On MTV,
There we go.
so happy.
All right, so one of the last questions that we have that we always talk about is, what is one thing in your closet that you absolutely cannot get rid of?
And I will never get rid of this, and it is my dad's wedding cufflinks
Oh, wow.
that he gave to me to wear on my wedding day, and my grandpa's gold cufflinks that they gave to Frankie my husband to wear on our wedding day.
So Frankie's cufflinks were your grandfather's, and you are wearing your dad's.
Yes, and at the time, my grandpa said, please give these to Percy, back in the day, 20 years ago, give these to Percy and you can melt the gold, it's 24 karat, you can melt the gold to earrings for his wife.
But instead we kept them as cufflinks.
We ain't gotta do that change. So yeah, so they're in our closet and they mean a lot to us. And yeah, you saw them at the wedding.
Oh my God, that's so special.
I know, who am I? Sometimes I think, I pinch myself, do I deserve this? Sometimes I really
Absolutely,
do
you deserve it. Absolutely,
Sometimes
you deserve
I
it.
feel like, what is happening? I know I'm a good person, but I just feel so happy of what we're doing right now.
I know, it's a great time to be alive. So, all right, Percy, last thing is we're gonna give you the last drop the mic moment. Here's a microphone.
Oh no, I couldn't. Okay.
Look right to camera, do your thing.
Thank you for watching my drop.
Bam! Yes! Thank you so much for being here, Percy. Don't forget to watch him on I'm Dead, streaming right now on Revry. All right.
I love you guys.
We love you too.
I'm Dead. Percy Rustomji, executive producer.
And star of I'm Dead on Revry. All right. Thanks so much for watching this week's edition of Mic Drop.
Mwah, 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 mwah.